Yeah, girl, you're so overwhelming. You're like a song to which my heartbeat is playing. Like, oh na na, yeah. Like, oh na 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 na. Like, oh na na, yeah. When you're around, I know I hardly speak. You got me now, oh baby. You make it so hard for a guy like me, rocking those hips like nobody. Yeah, girl, you're so overwhelming. You're like a song to which my heartbeat is playing. Like, oh na 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 na. There's a poison in your lip, and I can't get over it. 'Cause girl, you're so overwhelming. Like, oh na na, yeah. Still waiting for the time to pass you by. You're out of my league, but maybe if I just get my act together right, I'd catch a moment just right. Yeah, girl, you're so overwhelming. You're like a song to which my heartbeat is playing. Like, oh na 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 na. There's a poison in your lip, and I can't get over it. 'Cause girl, you're so overwhelming. Like, oh na na, yeah. I can't hold it no longer. I can't hold it no longer. I can't control it. You're in my skin. I'm moving closer with every beat. I can't control it. You're everything. To feel your heartbeat is all I need. Yeah, girl, you're so overwhelming. You're like a song to which my heartbeat is playing. Like, oh na 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 na. There's a poison in your lip, and I can't get over it. 'Cause girl, you're so overwhelming. Like, oh na na, yeah. I can't hold it no longer. I can't hold it no longer.
Love is like a roller coaster, but I'm trying to hold on. I don't want it to stop. Even though we fight sometimes and it feels like a war zone, I still care about us. How do you move on when everything goes wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what we said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, I know that it's difficult dealing with emotions, but I want you to know that you'll always be on my mind. Even in the hard times, I care about you. How do you move on when everything goes wrong? I'm trying to find a way to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what we said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, love you a little bit more. Love you a little bit more. Love you a little bit more. to get you out my head. Don't know how to cope with being so broken. Girl, I can't forget about what you said. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Don't just walk away from me and close the door. Baby, pull me closer now before it's over. I just wanna love you a little bit more. Oh, love you a little bit more. Just a little bit. Love you a little bit more. Love you a little bit more. Just a little bit. Love you a little bit more.
A pretty picture for the ones that are lost in life. But even dreamers have the power to save a friend. And I know you are afraid that you fail again. You can take it to the grave, but it doesn't end with you. In the They say you haven't been yourself for a long time. Better you waken, it is already on. But even if you open up and it's all pretend, and I know you think it's worth every dime you spend, you can take it to the grave, but it doesn't end with you. In the
Days move on like all the time. My highs and lows are worse in the evening. Then you come around, spin my world upside down. Taught me how to fly higher, higher. 'Cause when you spin me all around, I can't stop the feeling, and it's true, I'm in paradise. It's hard to believe it, 'cause when you spin me all around, my head stops
most in my life. They say you're out of my league, but I don't give a damn. No, deep down I know you want it. You wanna take a leap and jump in. Oh, you wanna fall in love. You get me spinning, wouldn't it be awesome if you just kiss me slowly and had me in your arms? If I could make you see it, baby, we'd be something to make the starlight jealous up above. Oh, you make me up, hey, lights go out when I see you moving up, hey, light me up. I love when you groove like that. Oh, hey, could be us, kissing in the moonlight. Hey, I'm just saying, if I was your girlfriend. I'm just saying, if I was your girlfriend. Sometimes you think about all the ways I'm making you smile. I know I am what you need, and boy, you're just my type. Deep down, I know you want it. You wanna take a leap and jump in. We're gonna fall in love. You get me spinning, wouldn't it be awesome if you just kiss me slowly and had me in your arms? Oh, you make me up, hey, lights go out when I see you moving up, hey, light me up. I love when you groove like that. Oh, hey, could be us, kissing in the moonlight. Hey, I'm just saying, if I was your girlfriend. I'm just saying, if I was your girlfriend. Everybody else got it going on. 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 You make me up, hey, lights go out when I see you moving up, hey, light me up. I love when you groove like that. Hey, could be us, but let the moonlight up. Hey, I'm just saying, if I was your girlfriend. I'm just saying, if I was your
So you had one of those days when the world don't give you no grace. You'd rather fly away and keep on going higher, but they keep dragging you down. Now if you wish to spread those wings and fly, you gotta turn it around. Don't look over your shoulder. Don't ever look back. No use for second opinions. Don't wanna stay in the past. Just keep on going, go for the top. You keep on rolling, and don't ever stop. When you're feeling down and low, there's really only one way to go. You need to crawl back on your feet and keep on fighting, and don't ever stop. Don't look over your shoulder. Don't ever look back. No use for second opinions. Don't wanna stay in the past. Just keep on going, go for the top. You keep on rolling, and don't ever stop.
See you watching me when we're with our friends. let's take it from there, 'cause I know you want it. Afraid to let it show, and I know you need it. Why don't we let it grow, grow, grow? I think it's time we stop tipping on our toes. What's holding you back now, sugar? 'Cause I don't know, sure know you want it. Afraid to let it show, and I know you need it. Why don't we let it grow? Why don't we let it? Why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? It grows stronger for every day. We just can't keep it away. No, yeah. Grow, 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 grow. It grows stronger for every day. We just can't keep it away. Oh, make you move before someone takes your place. I know how you feel, but you're scared to say to my face. I sure know you want it. Afraid to let it show, and I know you need it. Why don't we let it grow? Why don't we let it? Why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? It grows stronger for every day. We just can't keep it away. Grow, 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 grow. It grows stronger for every day. We just can't keep it away. Yeah. Make you move before someone takes your place. I see you watching me when we're with our friends. There's definitely something in the air. So let's take it from there. So let's take it from there. Why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? And I know you need it. Why don't we let it grow? I know you want it. Afraid to let it show. You need it, baby. Why don't we let it? Why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? Why don't we let it grow, 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 grow? Why don't we let it grow? Why don't we let it? Why don't we let it grow? Yeah, yeah. Ba-da, 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 ba-da.
Hello everyone, so thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I'm gonna share some of my opinion on the XS10 and then some setting. So first of all, I'm gonna go through some setting first. As many have seen before in the beginning of the video, I set this to 4-4 the same way as I set to the XT4. And then I'm also in the beginning, the first half of this shoot, I was switching around between ProVia, this is the standard simulation, and the classic negative setting. So you can check it out, and then the tone curve you can set it according to your preference. But these are the settings, and I'm gonna explain a little bit. On the setting side, I just pre-recorded the this one. For the tone curve, for the standard, I didn't change anything. This side, let me stop there. So the same way as I did it for the XT4, I did this too as the weak. So color chrome effect changed to weak, and then color chrome X blue changed to weak. And then RAW plus JPEG, and then lossless RAW recording. I noticed the RAW file on the the non-compressed one. It has very large, it's like 56 megabytes, so it's pretty large. I'm setting this lossless. As I had mentioned before, I did the tone curve 0 without any change for the standard, because I want to like without any adding the additional black contrast to the shadow area. So I just leave these two there. But color +2, because of the 4 color, I did that +3 in the XT4 video before, but I did this +2 the same way. These two are the same. So for the classic negative, I changed these couple settings, -1 because I noticed the classic negative. I saw too like big the contrast in the dark area, so I try to make it the highlight less, and then the shadow showing some more detail in the shadow, and then color +2, sharpness +1, and then -4. This one I just changed to DR200. I saw in the, I think it was in the Fuji Weekly blog post. I changed this one to the when we are using the classic negative. So shout out to the Fuji Weekly, thanks for that setting. I think you can change based on your preference, because different people has different color preference. So in this shoot I change +2. So and then that's it. I think that's it. The classic negative is pretty good. And then let's talk about my first impression. So the shutter, first thing, the shutter is different for the XS10. It's on the it's more similar to the DSLR style shutter. When I pressed, my first impression, it was different. So the use of the force is different than the XT4. So I think it used a little bit more push down, maybe 20% more force to push down the shutter, to half press to focus. So that's my first thing I noticed. And then the second thing, the button layout in the back, there's no like the XT series, there's no circular pad for the functional button. It only have 2 menu button right there. So that's the second point. And then the autofocus is pretty good. As you have seen in the video, the autofocus is pretty good, and then it's on the same performance as the XT4, because most of the time the boxes is following the eyes, is in the AFC. So from the focusing, and then at this price, 999, you can get this focusing package. Is pretty good. And at the same time you get the IBIS also, and this is the 35mm F1.4 old lens, and it has nice stabilization, as you saw this in the beginning. I was just trying to test this lens because I tested the 56 on the XT4. I just want to test the 35 is also an old lens. It stabilizes the old lens pretty nicely. I think it has half stop less than the XT4, I think, if I am not mistaken. So you can correct me in the comment. I think it was like 5.5 stop or 5 stop of the stabilization. So image quality, from the quality standpoint, is pretty good. At $999 you can get this ratio, price to image ratio, at this price is pretty good. And the handling is good. I like the extra grip on that, because the camera is small already. The extra grip helps for that. And for battery, the next thing I'm talking about, the battery. So this shoot was lasting about it lasted about 1.5 hours. So I can show this screenshot right here. Let me go back here. So 1.5 hours of shooting, about 669 photos. It went out 2 slots of battery, so you can you can count your speed of shooting and then calculated that. So this battery is the same as the X-T3 battery. So I would recommend to buy an extra backup battery if you are buying the X-S10. So that's my first impression and some of my thoughts. And overall, it's pretty nice package. Especially you can get the classic negative feel in this camera. I think the X Pro 3 also have classic negative, and then the X-T4 has a classic negative. X-T3 doesn't have that in the update. Hopefully they updated the X-T3 because many people commented they wanted the firmware update for the X-T3 to have classic negative. I think it's totally doable for the X-T3. I think it might be just the marketing that X-T4 for the Fujifilm, they want to hold it longer before pushing down this feature to the X-T3. And I really like the when I'm using classic negative, I really like to find some dark green tone to match the classic negative light frame style. So that's one of my thought and tips. If I'm shooting classic negative portrait, I think the green stands out nicely, and then it has a nice tone. These are all SOOC straight out of the camera JPEG, and it's already very nice, the green. And we don't need a lot of editing, we just need some minor edits and then here and there. But overall, I'm very impressed on this mid-range camera. I think, as Fujifilm was saying, it's a mid-range camera, and it got the IBIS and the focus is pretty good, and it's working on this old lens and the 23mm F1.4 as well. So it's a pretty good package. So this video is pretty long with a lot of shots taken. And thanks so much for sticking around to the end to hear my thought and the setting. So stay tuned for more video coming up. I think the next one, hopefully it will arrive for the 50mm F1.0 Fujifilm. For those who are waiting, it will come, I think, early December. So I will have some video in the mid-December for that. I will have some different comparison as well. So thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more video coming up. Bye.